Well, ladies and dudes, there is only two important reasons that I really want to say about this film, and two reasons only. For the very first reason, this is the very first Liam Neeson film that started all for me. Before I got to know the other oh great and mighty Liam Neeson films that I enjoyed later on in my life. And for reason number two, and I know people will kill me for this, I really love Jar Jar Binks. Yep, I can hear the boo thingy, so feel free to boo at me. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca LaBarkley, aka BoobOp197. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, I gotta tell you the truth right now. I'm very darn sorry about the camera. It has that little flashy thingy going on. I'm trying to clear the light thing up as soon as I can so I can make it a little bit better for you. And also, I am very darn sorry that I took this movie review way too long from this past year, and I did not do this movie review on its 20th anniversary. But we already know that Star Wars Episode 9 is coming up in the next few days, and I better hurry up and do this movie review before the latest Star Wars film will come out on Friday, if you know what I mean. So, here we go, ladies and dudes. For my next movie review is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I will tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, this is the very first Liam Neeson movie that started it all. And I did see this movie 20 years ago, back when I was 12 years old. And I seen this movie twice in theaters on AMC 24. And to tell you the truth is, I still love this movie even to this day. So, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my next movie review and the very first Liam Neeson film that I have ever seen in theaters. So for my next movie review is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And now, let's head on to the main plot of the story. So the main plot of the story is all about, it took place where it all began for the Star Wars saga. And this is how we got to know a few of the Star Wars characters here and there. But in this very important story, the story is all about these two Jedi dudes named Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're going on to their most important mission of their lives to save a queen and a few of her people here and there from the wrath of these two unknown alien dudes that came out of nowhere. And they got escape from that unknown planet called Naboo. You know, they have to escape and try to find somewhere else to, find a place where they could be safe for a little while. And yes, we're gonna get to know this unknown kid named Anakin Skywalker, who will be known as Darth Vader later on in the storyline. And yes, they gotta be careful of this unknown dude on the loose who has these tiny bit of horns in its head, and he is known as the Sith, one of the Sith dudes. Whatever. So that's all I could say about the whole entire plot of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And forgive me about my scarf, and forgive me if I made a couple of mistakes here and there when I was explaining to you about the main plot of the story. If you know what I mean. So anyway, ladies and dudes, I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? And the very first Liam Neeson film that started it all for me. Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I still love this movie even to this day. This is one of the best films I have ever seen back in the year 1999. It's a very darn good film to watch, and it still holds up even to this day from the last 20 years ago. I love this movie to death from start to finish. And there's so many good things I really do enjoy about this movie. But I will admit I do have one little weak point in the movie, and I will tell you about that in a moment. So anyway, about this really good movie. It had a good storyline, likable characters, great special effects. I will say the CGI stuff was okay, even if it's outdated. I love the action scenes, I love the drama, I love the score, and I don't know why everybody hates this film. I think it's a very good, enjoyable film to watch. I have no problems for it. I know everybody doesn't like Jar Jar Binks, but for me, I still love him, even to this day. And I will tell you about the character-wise in a moment. So, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I will say, for the very best, strongest point that I ever loved about this movie is one special epic score. And this score will always have a special place in my heart. Always. And that is a score called The Duel of the Fates. I frickin' love that score to death. It is one of the best scores that I ever heard in movie history. And yes, I did remember the time on MTV, I did check out that music video. You know, the behind the scenes of the film, and also how did John Williams made one of the most epic, unique, and one of the most fantastic scores that I have ever heard my whole entire life. It was so darn mind-blowing. And the best part I love about that score is the frickin' choir. The choir fits so perfectly for this wonderful score. This score had truly blew me away from start to finish. And I don't care what anybody says. Which one of the scores do you like the best from John Williams? Do you like the original Star Wars score, the Indiana Jones score, or the Adventures of the Tintin score, or the E.T. score, or the Shagler's List score, or any other scores that you love? The Duel of the Fates for me is truly my most favorite score that came from John Williams. It is truly his best of the best. My number one favorite. So yeah, the Duel of the Fates score is truly the best, strongest point about this movie. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit, I only got one main weak point of the movie. Just one main weak point. I wish that those people should have kept one of those deleted scenes for the movie. The deleted scene I wish they should have kept is the one where Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jar Jar Binks are trying to get to the other side of Naboo, and since their underwater ship is about to go to the waterfall. I really do wish they should have kept that deleted scene, and maybe that way it makes more sense to the story. Since I really like that deleted scene, and I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't know why George Lucas and those people decided to cut off that scene. I know they want to get to the part with the Queen and some of her people who are going to get caught by those weirdo alien dudes. But I think it's important we gotta get to the heroes before we can get back to the scene. Well, if you guys get the picture. So yeah, my main weak point in the movie is truly, I wish there was one deleted scene they should have kept in the film. And now let's go on to the characters. I won't go with the two characters I really did enjoy in this film. Just two. The first character I want to talk about is Qui-Gon Jinn, played by our dear beloved, the old great and mighty Liam Neeson. I frickin' love this character to death, and he's a very, very good, likable character. He had a really good storyline, he has a great personality, great attitude, and he's a very kind and gentle Jedi who doesn't want to be in this Jedi Council, whatever it's called, you know, like a high elite Jedi thing. I think he just want to stay and be a free person, I guess. And you could say that Qui-Gon Jinn is one of the most down-to-earth characters that you will ever know that came from a great Liam Neeson character. Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn is a very different character than all the other characters I remember for all the characters that the old great man Liam Neeson played. And there's too many great characters to choose from. Oh, I wish I could say more about Qui-Gon Jinn. I will say Qui-Gon Jinn is one of the most down-to-earth characters I have ever seen that the old great man Liam Neeson played. Enough said. And now for the second character I want to talk about. And I don't care what anybody says. This character is one of the best parts about the movie for me. And I still love this character even to this day. And that is Jar Jar Binks. I freaking love this character to death. He was so darn hilarious. And I really love his memorable dialogues. I mean, there are so many cool dialogues that he said in this film that I don't want to take things too many. You get the picture. It's hard for me to say about this character. He's a really, really fun character in the whole entire film. And I love so many memorable moments here and there that makes me want to laugh. Big time. So yeah, Jar Jar Binks, he's a really cool, awesome, funny character overall. And now, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my final thoughts of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Overall, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace still remains a very good movie, even to this day. Well, for me, of course. I freaking love the storyline, good likable characters, great special effects. It had a really good score, good action scenes, great drama, and I really do enjoy the Star Wars prequels. They're very enjoyable to watch. Well, for me, of course. And I wish I could say more about this film, but, well, that's enough said, I guess. So for my rating for this movie, I decided to give Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace a 9.5 out of 10. Please check out this movie right now before you see Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. And that is my whole entire movie review of the day. And yes, ladies and dudes, for my very next movie review, and this will be my last and final movie review I will do for Season 8, I'm heading back to the movie theaters to see Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. And we're finally going to end the Star Wars saga at long last. Hallelujah to that! Yay! We're free! Yippee! Hooray! And we can move on to something else. Something I've been waiting for this whole entire time. So yep, that is it for now. I'll see you guys later, and sayonara, and don't forget, may the Force be with you.